And we're back with the 72nd Annual Ohio News Photographers Association. That's a mouthful still, judging contest. On to the next category, which is sports action.
Ooh.
All right.
Wow.
Sports in Ohio, am I right?
There's a there's a
So,
lot that are features, unfortunately, on here because this is section, right?
Yeah, and I'm glad you brought that up. Can I read the description for the category?
Yes, please.
So sports action, a photograph that increases understanding and appreciation for individual and team sports. These are to be photographs of competitive events, not practice or informal play. Emphasis is on athletics and the commitment it takes to compete.
Okay.
And again, keep in mind, this is a wide range of people, students on up through professionals with different access to gear. So one for in.
Out.
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 In.
In. In.
Out.
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 In.
In. Out.
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 Out. Out.
Out.
Out.
Out.
Out.
Out.
Out.
Out.
Out. Out.
Out.
Out.
Out.
Out.
Out.
Out.
In.
Out. Out.
Out. In.
Out.
Out. Out.
Out.
Out.
Out.
Out.
Out.
Out.
Out.
Out.
Out. Out.
Out.
Out.
Out.
Out.
Out.
Out.
Out.
Out.
Out.
Out.
Gentlemen,
In.
I'm on the fence. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
keep it
no,
in for now.
Keep it in.
obviously we can always go back.
Out.
Out.
In.
Yeah. In.
I'll go
Out.
back.
Yeah.
This-
In.
This was an
for
in,
that.
okay.
Out.
Out.
Can we go back to? I'll keep the other one in for now.
Which one?
This one, the it's something about the eyes. I'm gonna have a conversation about the eyes, but
I'll sit-
You got it, in it is.
Out.
out,
Out.
out,
Out.
out,
Out.
out,
Out.
Out.
out, out,
Out.
out,
Out.
Out.
out,
Out.
out,
In.
In. Out.
Out.
out,
Out.
out,
Out.
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 out,
Out.
out,
Out.
For the record, in camera, multiple exposures are permissible.
Thank you. out,
In,
In.
And it is.
out,
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 Out.
out,
out,
Out. In.
in,
out,
out,
Out.
This is an out, yes?
Yeah.
out,
out,
Out.
out,
Out.
in,
Out.
out,
out,
Out. Out.
out,
Out.
out,
Out.
out,
out,
Out.
out,
Out.
out,
Out.
out,
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 Out.
out,
Out.
out,
In.
Out.
Out.
out, out,
Out. Out.
out,
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 Out.
out, out,
out, that was a tough category. Say.
yeah, there's a lot.
Again, there were some clear misclassifications, but sometimes we leave them in. There's only so many things that we can address.
Of course, you guys, you have a lot of good sports shooter there.
Yeah.
There's a wide range of sports, obviously, and my gosh, there's so much to photograph in this state. And then you have the added component of weather.
Can you read the description again? I want to be completely sure on the category.
Yep, absolutely. So again, it's sports action, a photograph that increases understanding and appreciation for individual and team sports. These are to be photographs of competitive events, not practice or informal play. Emphasis is on athletics and the commitment it takes to compete.
Okay.
All right, so we can take that second from the middle. Yeah, we can take that one out.
You want that?
No, the football player, the Ohio State football player.
Number
That
18.
one. Yeah. I really like the eyes, but yeah, it's not an action photo.
Agree.
Let's see.
Definitely discussion for another day about the relative merit and what that photo accomplishes, but not in this category.
Right.
I'm just looking at all of them I like overall right now, just to kind of see what them all, just to get a glimpse of what's
You want to do
there.
a quick slideshow run through?
Yeah,
You got it.
Please, thank you.
Yeah, I'm ready to knock some out as well.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
Just,
All right, ins and outs, 2 to stay.
out,
out,
In. Out.
out,
out. In,
In.
in,
Out.
out,
in,
out,
I heard 1 in and 1 out.
out,
out,
In.
I'm still on the fence.
Yeah,
I'm,
keep
I'm
it-
I don't I'm not too familiar with the wrestling. I've never shot it, so I'm not sure how common this is. And if it's common, then I can see why it's not a wouldn't hold up.
I will only say that an eye gouge is not a permissible move.
Yeah.
Does it happen?
Well, in WWF it is, but not this.
Wrong wrestling.
Arm wrestling.
I mean, I think it needs to crop, and because of that, I'm gonna go with out. But it's something different. I'm like I said, this is all brand new to me.
The relative success of capturing this type of moment is predicated upon, the wrestler actually performing an eye gouge, but more importantly, where you choose to stick yourself as the photographer. So a lot of it's luck, and that's about all I'll say.
Okay.
Just a
You
good-
could keep it in. You could keep it in just from the moderator perspective. You could keep it in and weigh it against the relative merits of the other photographs. So it's entirely up to you.
so keep it in for now.
Okay, that's where you stand currently.
Um,
Oh wait, we didn't keep
Oh, we
going.
can keep going through it.
Yep.
Yeah, we stopped there.
Okay.
Hmm,
I love the framing on this.
I do too.
Um.
The action isn't quite. Oh,
Yeah, I just don't see it as an action photo. It's. I'm gonna say out.
yeah, out.
I don't shoot hockey very much, so I don't know if fights are common.
No, totally
I'm
common.
kidding. I'm just.
Oh,
Just
Oh,
sorry.
God, sorry, you got me.
I was trying to be serious. Okay. I mean, the guy's already missing a tooth already, so it's not like
Yeah.
it's.
Sorry.
Uh, let's see.
I wish it, okay, it might be my screen. I wish the quality of it was better.
It's
Yeah,
a
no,
little, it's a little flat on mine, but that's because it's shot through glass, most likely.
That's probably
True.
likely because it's not. I don't think it's a professional.
It's not.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
want their faces to, I want that guy's face to be sharp. And it might be, but from what I
No,
see, okay,
The helmet is sharp.
the helmet is sharp.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
that was the kind of the same decision too I had with my
Yeah.
concerns. So I'm
I
gonna
gotta
say
ask
out.
Bob one question. Hey, Bob, has there in the past ever been analysis of metadata in terms of say f-stop used for a picture? Do we do that?
If it's asked for, we have, this
Okay.
is a very high shutter speed.
No.
I can see that it's a high shutter speed. I'm looking at that.
It's framed nicely.
The background's not clean for me, and that's why it's
Yeah.
not for me.
Yeah.
I mean,
agree.
and that's true. I mean, fights are very common in hockey. To me, it doesn't. Yeah, it's not like it's a very unique moment. So that's to me why I'd say out.
Okay, I agree.
Out it is.
This is an almost for me, but the balance of the image doesn't warrant enough for it to be in there.
Yeah, I want to crop tight.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's an almost. I would say out.
Out it is.
This one's an out.
Yeah, it's an out for me too.
Yeah.
Out it is.
Oh.
This one's an out for me because, and I know that there's a wide range of photographers with different equipment, but now when you're able to use cameras with 20 frames a second, you know, this photo is made pretty often and batch break all the time.
Mhm.
You know, there's not much skill of just hammering the shutter speed, the shutter, and then waiting for the guy to swing at it. So, I see this a lot, and it's not new to me.
I agree. If it was 2010, it'd be different, but it's
Yeah.
not. 2020. What year is it?
It's
Yeah. So yeah, I agree with you. It's like the fighting hockey photo. You see a lot of it, and it's the same.
really valuable perspective.
This was like, I don't know. No, I can't handle the crops and
Yeah.
yeah. No.
I'm an out for the crop.
A lot of our schools are moving over to the AstroTurf for baseball. It's a cost saver for sure. Just a note about baseball in Ohio. All right.
Whoa.
Wow.
No, wait. No,
Hang on.
no.
hang on.
Sorry. Huh?
We did get rid of a lot.
Down to 2.
Huh?
You're down to 2.
Okay. Yeah, because that was out, right? The home plate
Yeah.
collision was out.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, that's what you took it down to.
I mean, you can go back and look at your, what you just
Yeah.
These were all outs.
sort by modification time and do reverse on it. And you'll be able to see what you most recently got rid of.
Thank you.
Sort by modification time. Go up
Oh.
one, up.
Thank you.
There you go. Now hit the reverse button right next to it. Those first 8 through 9 are what you just got rid of. If you want
Okay.
to bring one of them back.
I really like that home plate out photo with the guy getting hit in the crotch.
yeah, the background, it's not doing any favors, but it is a good moment.
Yeah, and I took that into consideration. It's just that it's out of all the other outs photos, it is blown out, and it is but there's not much you could do about in that respect. But I like the fact that there's the actual moment where there's tension and it's a good crop. I mean, it's a little heavy on the left side, but
You want to run through the 8 or 10? Just to make sure?
You can bring anything back that you'd like. These decisions are not final until we've closed out the category. So it's
Thank
up to
you.
you guys.
There was another one too.
which one?
It's
Would
really
you like me
clean
to
overhead.
retag this one to bring it back in for you?
I'd like to.
Sure.
Okay.
There was a,
Just- all right.
okay, yeah, far right, top. Okay, no,
Yes.
not that one, the one
On the
below.
bottom.
Yeah, you guys, the one,
We
the one,
The-
that one. I like the graphic appeal to this, and it's so clean, but you guys said definitely out on this, but there's something about it I kind of like.
I like the what you were saying about the graphic part of it and the cleanliness of the image, but I think the fact that it's you see it so often, and
Yes.
that's the only thing that I can't
Yes.
wait enough that it's just because of the graphic part of it.
Right.
Yeah.
Captions on any of these?
No, not for me. Can we
Yeah,
scroll down
this-
a little?
This is not quite there on the peak action.
Yeah.
And so that's why I'm not in on that.
We know it when we see it.
Well, maybe the girl jumping above with the other. No.
Don't feel compelled to add in photos just because you've ruled it.
I agree.
Taking it down to 2
I
or
always
3.
like I always like to imagine like how difficult it is to make a sports image, and I think that that has a lot to say with where the photographer, takes skill, it takes, it takes knowledge of the sport, so and where to stand, right? So I always like to give that benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, in that case, I mean, I go back to that wrestling picture. It's just such a unique moment. And even if we don't agree for first, second, third, I just there's something about it that I feel like should reward the photographer with at least an honorable mention. It's a moment, and you do have to figure out where to stand, and sometimes it's luck, but a lot of times it's knowing your sport.
Yeah.
And so I want to bring this one back in just to pair it up with everything else, and if we need to cut it out again, that's completely fine. But
I shoot a lot. I shoot a lot of wrestling, and I've never photographed an eye gouge.
Wow, that says a lot.
It does. No, seriously. Because it's
Yeah,
mostly
it's a
because of
lot.
the placement. I mean, normally we're taught to shoot ground level and mat level. So, but the fact that they didn't, and it's got a moment to me. The one I liked was the one where the soccer was player was getting kicked in the, not kicked in the head, but
The almost kick to the head.
he almost kicked in the head. It was a clean background. It was a nice action frame.
Women's soccer, right
And the-
there. Oh, no.
It was a men's soccer game.
right there,
Oh, that one. Yeah, that one bad.
I mean, crop wise, it's okay. It just there's got its moment. It's got tension. It's got the ball in it. But I mean, I don't know. I don't want it in just because it's a solid action photo. I want it in for the fact that it's
It's a really good picture, right?
Yeah. Exactly. So, and Andrew, you're right. We should sports action. I mean, we're being very hypercritical of this because we've seen so many and we do this a lot. So it's not like, it's not to say that these photos are not great. It's just that you see so much that we want to reward the people that just go that extra step on that.
The bar is high because you guys do this all the time.
Yeah. It's
And I
so
think that's a message. It's like, keep working at it, keep going.
You can bring this back to compare it against the ones that you have on hold already and see where you're at. It's up to you.
Well,
yeah.
what do you think? Yeah.
Yeah, let's bring it back in. I do like it because it's clean, and it's almost at that peak moment. As compared to the basketball one from the football one from above, at least for this one you can see both faces, and I really like it. And both faces have emotion on it, and it's I like it.
So the question now for right off the bat would be, what would you think for first place?
I like the far right one.
The reaching for the grab photo, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
It's clean,
Relatively, yeah.
relatively.
Yeah.
Wrestling second.
Correct.
Which did you prefer for first? Was it the football picture? This?
Football, yeah.
Yeah, first for football, second wrestling,
Soccer third.
soccer third. Yeah, and you could remove the baseball photo.
I agree.
There's a lot of nice moment there, but it's just not enough to warrant that.
Yeah, that one. It's kind of like that basketball one where the girl's sleeping over. It's a nice moment. But it just needs a little bit. And that one, I think the background didn't help it at all.
Exactly. I mean, everyone should really pay attention to the fact that the background it's it's very crucial for this sport, especially in sports that I'll set up for image just because it is a clean background. And but sometimes you just in daily production you can't help that, but if you can make a nice image like and have a clean background, it's that's what my goal is.
The biggest challenge is how do you control the uncontrollable? What can you do differently?
Correct.
Move your feet, change your lens,
Change your aperture.
pray to the gods of light.
The churro guys.
Crop.
I only pray when I'm on ship.
All right,
Right.
there you go.
Sports action is done. Nice job. 1, 2, 3. You good, Bob?
Let me make sure. I'm good.